Hey, love. It's me, Jessica. How are you today? I am sitting here about to get ready. We are going on a little date night. And I wanted to just do a little makeup, nothing fancy, just real light. And throw a cute little dress number on. And just talk to you guys a little bit about some things that I've been thinking about. So I hope that you enjoy our conversations and let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I love all 62 of you guys, and I hope that we get some more love, some more friends to come along. So again, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me how you feel about the topic that was just heavy on my brain while I was doing my makeup. And yeah, just let me know. For something from a relationship, like I'm talking outside of work, have I ever said, hey, I see this person, I see what they can offer, or I want to help them build XYZ, and then I befriend them and we build a relationship based off of my intentions. Based off my intentions. So then I could ask myself the same question. Do I feel like, or has anyone ever built something with me with a plan in mind? Good or bad, it could go either way. And I don't think that it's a bad idea because in the end, someone in the partnership always has some type of intention. There may be one side that's blind to it, but if you are two honest people, then both sides already know. You've had a conversation or whatever the case is. I don't think, like I said, that it's a bad idea, but it leads you to wonder what you offer to others. Am I a listening ear? A pretty face? Do I offer a real relationship? Am I only able to offer you stability, a home, food, clothing, comfort? Do I offer you love? Do I offer you peace? Do you only talk to me when you need to gossip about something or when you need to vent? Am I your partner, or are we in this relationship to get tips from me? Tips can be relationship tips, fashion tips, cooking tips, whatever the case may be. Or are you in this relationship, or are your intentions with this relationship only relations? Do we have failed relationships because the intentions aren't clear? It's a topic that's kind of like very broad, in my opinion. It's extremely broad. And then it leads me to ask the question, should we enter every relationship with clear intentions and boundaries? So, for example, I have a friend. I wouldn't say a friend at this point in life. We kind of passed this stage. Or we were friends, then, things got a little rocky, then we came back together. It was kind of an on and off relationship. On and off, on and off, on and off. So, a situation happened that involved our children. And when it comes to kids, I don't know if it's because of me working with children and knowing the things that children have gone through on a daily basis. I don't know if it's because of my own childhood trauma, I don't know if it's because of the other person's own childhood trauma. Our beliefs, it can go so many different ways, and you'll drive yourself crazy trying to figure it out. And honestly, I'm beyond that point of trying to figure it out. But we were friends, have been friends for years. Sisters on some occasions, most occasions, very close. And like I said, things happen with our kids. And we didn't see eye to eye about the situation. And it was hard for me because of the way I was raised. And I understand, that we weren't all raised the same way, or the ways that we were raised weren't the best way or aren't the best way, especially in this generation. But for me, it was kind of like common sense, And we, like I said, didn't see eye to eye in the situation. And it led to, I drove my children a couple hours away, the kids and I. We drove to visit, and the altercation led to a situation to where I was put out of the house with my 2 kids, and I was hours away from home, and my husband was at work, and we were on the road at 1:00 in the morning trying to get back home. And it's fine because women do it all the time, And that's why I say you always get a hotel room. When you go visit somebody, when you go to a city, baby, just get you a room. If you can't afford to get a room, don't worry about it. Because when you go to somebody else's house, they control that house. It's not your home. You can't control the things that go on in their home. You can't control the air conditioning in their home. You can't control that person putting you out. You can't control anything. You're a visitor. And that doesn't always mean that you're going to have a nice host or a pleasant host. Sometimes your hosts don't care. And sometimes the visitors don't care. It just depends on the relationship. Again, it depends on the intentions when you're going there. If you've already set clear boundaries and intentions, then you already know going into it what to expect. So back to the situation. So like I said, it led to my kids and I being put out of the house and having to come back home. And it threw me off because my intention was not to drive the distance that I drove and have an altercation with this person. But because I have a clear boundary set with my children, now I may not have many set outside of it. Well, I'm working on it. We're all a work in progress. But because I have very clear boundaries set with my children, and again, it could be from childhood trauma, I just do not allow certain things to happen to my children. I'm not going to sit around and watch you hit my child, speak to my child in an unruly manner. Now, also, I am not going to allow my child to do those things to a child or an adult. Those are just things that we don't receive and we don't reciprocate. It's unacceptable to me. We always try to treat people how we want to be treated. Doesn't always happen. We all make mistakes. It's not about the mistake. It's about how you come back from the mistake. That's what I try to teach, so that we can have a sense of the world and a sense of living and being and surviving, But those weren't my intentions. My intentions weren't to be on the road with 2 children at midnight on the highway. My intentions were not for my child to be abused almost. There may be a harsh word, but those weren't my intentions. My intentions weren't to never talk to this person again. I didn't go with those intentions. So sometimes intentions and boundaries can collide because I had those boundaries set. And anyone who knows me knows that when it comes to the kids, those boundaries are set in stone. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is what it is when it comes to the kids. And I stand on that because they're children. Children are harmless for the most part. And they're just making their way through life like we are as adults, just with a little bit more guidance than we are. But because their boundary is set and I will do what I have to do to protect my children, it caused a relationship. It caused me to lose a relationship. It caused both moms to lose a relationship because we had boundaries set for our children or expectations of the other adults. And I guess we just didn't have the same intentions going into that, because some things that you're okay with, the plan wasn't clear. The plan wasn't clear from day one, from me arriving and me ending. And we have not spoken for years. And I don't know that it would ever be the same, because you, in my opinion, you were okay with my child being harmed. But when it came to your child, you felt a different way. And it's okay. But if we're real sisters, friends, no child should be harmed. I don't think anyone should be hurt in any situation. Mistakes happen. But you also have to be mindful of your teachings, and who am I to let somebody hit on my child and I just tell them to brush it off. And people gonna agree, people are going to disagree, and it's totally fine with me, because it's life. Everyone's not going to agree with everything, and it's also life for a person to know that you can't just do what you want to do and not expect some type of consequence, good or bad. Now, I did not initially say, "Oh, go attack." No, that's not me. You wait, and this isn't the first time that it's happened. It occurred more than once on different occasions. So when the parent did not address the situation, when the parent said nothing to the child, when the parent was okay with my child being pushed off a bed or whatever the case was, potentially breaking an arm, a neck, when you showed me that you didn't care, that's when my boundary or my wall went up, and my plan was really clear. My plan was to protect my child and get us away from a situation where the boundaries aren't clear and the intentions aren't the same. We came genuine with pure hearts. You didn't accept us genuinely with pure hearts, because you've been hidden all day with no consequence. And like I said, that led to a relationship that was already on and off, or whatever. But it led to their relationship just being off. And time went on, and time went on, and time went on. And I reached out. Nothing happened. I was blocked, whatever the case was. But I accepted it then. I was just like, okay, well, there's nothing else that I can do if I'm blocked. I tried. I cannot go through life saying that I did not at least attempt. And I accepted the fact that you set that boundary and moved on with my life. And I have no regrets. So, again, and that was just an example of a friendship. And this can be anything in your personal life. I mean, work life as well. We all have goals at work, but in your personal life, do you set a goal, or do you have plans when you start a relationship with the person? And then, too, even deeper, and it could be same sex. Like when I build a friendship with the person, a female, a woman, what are our intentions? What do we plan on? Do we plan on making this a sisterhood? Do we plan on making this a lifelong friendship to where we can call and tell each other everything? And then I also feel like if those boundaries or intentions are set, then person A may not be the person that I call and tell everything. Each person can have a different aim or a different goal. You may be my friend that I call when I need to cry. You may be my person I call when I need to fuss. You may be my person I call when I need to have some me time, walk away. You may be my person that I trust to watch my children or to be around my children. So it could be different for different people. But are we setting clear intentions and clear boundaries when we go into things with people, when we go into relationships, when we go into partnerships? Are we making them clear? And are we wrong for not going ahead from day one and setting those boundaries and saying, hey, so listen, this is what it is for me. I love your child. I love my child. I love you. And of course, I love myself. But we are not going to allow them to fight. I know that sometimes children may see things within their home or within their circle, their inner circle, and they may think that it's okay, but it's not okay for everyone and for every household. So the intention here is to keep everyone safe as possible. So the boundary is set. If my child does something to your child, I trust that you will be able to correct him in a way that you see fit for his parents or her parents. And I will do the same. If I know that you don't yell at your child, I will try my best not to do that if that's something that I do. If you give your child time out, I want to follow the things that you do. I'm going to still abide by your plan for your child or your intentions for your child's life. I'm not going to step in and do my own things. But if we don't talk about this, if we don't set this clear boundary, then here we are with no more friendship. So just let me know in the comments if you guys have been in relationships where the intentions were made clear from the beginning, or if something had to happen in the relationship and then you set the intentions or the boundaries. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course comment so we can talk about it. I want to know what you guys think, and I always want to know your opinion. So yeah. Until next time, I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.